of these investigations.
Again, and we talked about this before, how well the guy is off right now mentally. Any sane, rational person would know, if I keep bringing attention to something, then I'm going to keep churning up attention on something, and it is not going to be in my best interest.
It's got nothing to do with jobs in the economy, which is all he says he wants to be focused on.
Well, and it's got nothing to do with, he's repeated this over and over and over again. It really is like picking the same scab over and over again. I'm sorry to say that, but that's what he's doing. And his staff, like any sane, rational staff, would be pulling their hair out right now, saying, my God. Instead, they just keep making excuses for him.
There's a disorder. It's interesting. There was an article over the weekend about election night that right even after his triumph, he was fixated on a 3-day-old negative article that they literally couldn't get him off of. And that's what this is. I don't know what the disorder is, and I'm not being glib, that regardless of what else is going on, if he's been pricked in a certain area, there is a inability physiologically for him to move off of it,
he is elected
even if it's self-destructive.
President of the United States, and he starts lying about 3 million votes being illegally cast. And he is obsessed on that from the day he is elected President of the United States, in the most shocking political upset of our lifetimes. Most people would say...
Or maybe ever.
Ever.
Probably ever. Most people go, I'm good with that. You know what? I'm going to just kind of take that to the house and just relax and golf and smile. Then, the day he's inaugurated, Mika, he is now the 45th President of the United States. What does he do? He starts obsessing about crowd size and starts lying about crowd size. Now, I'm sorry. That is not a healthy, normal, well-functioning man.
We have to start.
And he obsesses and he lies about crowd size for another 3 or 4 weeks.
Still does.
Until he starts lying about Barack Obama. Not healthy. Something's deeply wrong with this man that he cannot show. Hell, he's not even a day trader. He's a minute trader. And he keeps, again, here's the critical thing. Don't say, please, on Twitter, please, stop being stupid, okay? Don't be stupid and say you should have known this was coming because of what he did with the birther stuff. I will say it again. Donald Trump cynically knew that if he played the birther card, that 45% of the Republican Party would be in support of him and say, hey, that's our guy. He's saying what nobody else will say. That was in his self-interest. It was offensive. It was a lie, and it was racist. But his political self-interest was cynically forwarded, just like a bigot in the South back in the 1940s would do that. But in this case, Mika, everything he is doing just as offensive, but it is against his political interest, and that's where you start saying, okay, wait a second. There's no rational reason why he should be doing this every day. Even if you think he's a cynical, horrible human being, this hurts him.
Right.
And Joe, what you and I are dancing around here and going back to, yes, there was logic, devious and disgusting, but everything now points to certain disorders. My hair is not on fire, and I am not a clinician, and once again, doctors don't diagnose. He's not well in many ways. If anybody was behaving this way, if a school teacher was behaving this way, if your friend was behaving this way, you'd be concerned.
If
right.
any CEO behaved this way, they would have been fired by the board 60 days ago.
Yeah.